So let's have a little bit of fun with this. This is the Zimmer Blade. And thanks very much to Zimmer Space, I think they're probably called, who are a part of Ice Whale, for sending this all out for review. So Zimmer Blade, and then along with that, they've shipped me out their entire NAS kit, which should be good. In that you get the Zimmer Blade single board computer, a little SODIMM, 16 gigabytes, DDR3 power supply, and the 3.5mm rack, a display port to HDMI, and a dual SATA cable. So you can build yourself a NAS out of all of this with two 3.5-inch drives. So I'm going to start with this. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this, to be quite honest, but I'm going to enjoy playing around with it. Single board computer is something that I've always been quite attracted to, and I actually went ahead and bought one of the very early ones. I think it was the Pi 2. And I remember being like, wow, this is an actual computer that I can install. I installed Debian on it probably for like 30 quid. And I remember I set it all up and I enjoyed setting it all up. I got it going on the TV in the living room, and then essentially I just played Transport Tycoon for a few weeks on it and just then ignored it. With a single board computer, you have to kind of know you've got something in mind, a job that you want it to do. If you do, I think you have a really great time with them. And this one is a Celeron N3350 dual core processor, I believe, although there's two variants of this. And the Celeron is 9th generation, which is the same generation as the i9 in my big desktop here. But of course, this will be nowhere near as powerful as that. I can't actually tell you exactly which I've got just yet. I think it must be the 7700, which is what comes with the NAS kit, which would be the 4-core, quad-core processor. Okay, so you can see it's got this dual SATA and SATA power in the middle there, one USB Type-C, one USB-A, a mini display port, and an Ethernet. But it also has this, and this is what interests a lot of people about Zimmer computers. It actually has an exposed PCIe port there, which is PCIe 2.0, but it's X4. Quite a cool little idea here that you could expand this with lots of different cards, depending on what use case you're interested in. I reviewed a NAS not so long ago, and one thing I said was that they should, if they are targeting the people that they claim to be targeting, they should install something so that it is ready to go. And this little guy actually could be the ready-to-go NAS for an inexpensive price, because it does have Kazaa OS actually pre-installed on it. I kind of like the way this looks like a little cassette box here, and they are really going for that. All the branding is all about a cyber native taking back their digital freedom from the giant corporations. I mean, cool. Essentially, there is a lot of traction for this idea of hosting your own cloud, essentially, and having your own data backed up at home. And actually, in this box, you get a C2C cable, which is a really nice braided one. Some more cool stickers, which I guess you can put on your components, and a single SATA cable. So actually, if you didn't go for the NAS kit, you'd have in the box for the actual Zimmer Blade, you'd have a single SATA cable. Cool. This is quite a nice little welcome card here. I mean, this is the first tech product that I've got, which actually has a quote from Camus in the box. So good on you. That's quite neat. That takes you to the Discord. Certainly a tick there if you're going to want to get involved with the community and get support in that way. So nice one. No like instructions of how to just like pop the thing off without breaking it though. Yeah, so it does tell you how to log into Kazaa OS there. There we go. Just as simple as that. Just pull it off like so. And you are going to need to take that off first of all, because you will need to install the RAM before you can do anything with it. Just two little screws for the next layer of plastic there. Ease that off there. They're not captive, but I can just leave them in there. And in goes the stick of DDR3. So just one slot for a SODIMM. Should just be as easy as lining up with the little notch. Clicks there. Clicks down. Cool. Let's give you a good look around there as well. It's a really nicely put together single board there. I'm guessing the actual Celeron is behind there. Nice. Just line up the little plastic clips on one side, and yeah, clips back on just nice and easy. Cool. So that's ready to go. Now, actually, it can be as simple as just plug this into power and into Ethernet and then go to casaos.local on your computer, and you can see that on your network. I'm actually going to go ahead and plug it into a screen and a keyboard and mouse. It's a UK adapter, straightforward enough. I'm guessing I'll be able to just power that from power delivery I have on the desk here, from any power delivery supply. There isn't a LED or any indicator to tell me that's fired up though. No power button or anything if you're expecting anything like that. And I don't actually know if it has Wi-Fi on board. Have a look. No, I don't think so. It's not mentioned. Yep, we're getting a signal asking for a CasaOS login. It's CasaOS built on Debian, obviously. Yeah, no, so I was expecting a graphical interface about now. I will put it on the network as they suggest rather than do it my way. Whilst I've got the cameras rolling like this, just what else have I got in the box? I kind of thought this would be just like 3D printed plastic, but no, this is a aluminium little enclosure here. And yeah, this guy sits on top, and then you've got 2 racks for your 3.5-inch hard drives there. With the NAS kit, you get the Y cable so that you can plug in 2 hard drives, one here, both into the Zimmer board, and have them both mounted underneath here. It's a very neat little kit, I must say. It's all there, what you'd need for setting up your home NAS. Okay, so let's have a go the way they advertise it. Power in and onto the Ethernet. Go to casaos.local, there it is, create an account. And here we are. So that is easier because it's there. Already it has a 32 gigabyte eMMC. So that's this here. So it uses about 2.5 for the CasaOS there. And you can see it's already got a file system that I'll be able to share out to other computers on my network. So CasaOS isn't just designed to be like a NAS equivalent, it's also designed to be able to be a smart home hub. And the App Store, I'll have a quick look through here and think of what else I could do other than just be my sort of place to dump my media files. But it's certainly for a company that are designing a computer which is supposedly like a outlaw or a hacker kind of box here, it's just plug and play, isn't it? I do worry that just logging in there, that it will be quite a weak point into your network though. So I do think it's important to make sure that you've changed the root system settings. It's certainly a very user-friendly interface, isn't it? But you could easily have it as I've made the other NAS, your Jellyfin server for your media. You can run virtual machines on here. Lots to explore. So what am I going to need for it? Well, I figure that a couple of hard drives. I've been eyeing up these IronWolf Pros, and I'll certainly need a Ethernet splitter because I've got to the end of how many of these that I've got. So I'll get those things ordered up and I will get it set up, and I'll be back to let you know what I think of all this.
So my next thing was to go ahead and add drives, and just to avoid it getting ridiculously expensive, I decided not to go for a brand new pair of drives and do it in a RAID setup, although that's going to allow it to be faster and give you that data redundancy. So if you really do have very sensitive and important data that you want to make sure is very safe, then I definitely recommend going down that route. But for me, I'm just looking for a place to easily access archived footage and photos. So I thought to myself, well, I have 2 external hard drives, so the first thing to do would be to just add those. That would give me ready access to those drives, and also there was some space on them and I could add new archives if I needed to. I was pretty disheartened though, because one of the drives was just completely gone, and it was mechanically gone, I think, rather than having a data corruption, but it didn't register on the Zimmer Blade, but it didn't register on anything else either. One drive, however, was perfectly healthy and was visible, and I was pretty happy that that was very easy to set up. So next I added one 14 terabyte IronWolf, and that worked perfectly fine, and I was really pleased to see it there. And well, here's where my issues began. I set up a share which I was pretty convinced would be as easy as right click and add to shares, and then I'd have to just make that visible by mounting the network drive, but unfortunately no amount of typing in my username and password would allow that to be visible. So unfortunately I couldn't get it to be seen in the file explorer on any machine, and I just had to use the web interface to upload my files. Maybe someone can tell me, but I have gone through a whole bunch of tutorials and forums and tried to find the answers, but I don't seem to be able to see that as a simple SMB share. Using the web portal was fine, although it seemed that one of my larger transfers did actually time out, so that was very frustrating actually, and I had to restart that again. So it wasn't the case as I would expect, just to be able to dump large amounts of data and leave it overnight to transfer, for example. So a bit of a disappointment there. And I also noticed that although it started at a nice healthy 120 megabytes per second, it gradually tapered off and gradually slowed down, and it was actually chugging along about 30 megabytes per second towards the end. I don't know whether that's because it got hot. I mean, I checked the CPU and the hard drive temperatures within Casa OS, which is cool that you can do that, and they seem perfectly fine. Although the actual enclosure, the Zimmer Blade itself, and both the hard drives, even the hard drive that wasn't being written to, had got really quite hot. So I'm not sure if that was what was slowing it down. It might be having a small plastic enclosure is an issue there. It might have been better to be an enclosure with a fan. It might be better to have the whole NAS in an enclosure with a fan. I'm not sure. They seem to have included just about everything you could possibly need in the box, except for little rack screws. So it would have been nice to see some rack screws there.
So have I taken back my digital freedom from the giant tech companies? No. I'm not sure that was my aim, but have I managed to set up a NAS with very little hassle? Kind of. It's not been too bad to set up because it was pre-installed with Casa OS, which is easy to use mostly, and their walkthroughs were very easy to follow.
Overall, it's a nice little computer, perhaps a little bit overkill for me, what I need, and perhaps if you're not a cyber native, as they're advertising this is for, then perhaps stick to external hard drives or commercially available NASs that you'd expect to be ready to go out of the box. But if you do need a NAS solution and you're happy to learn as you go, then this is a very affordable solution, so I can recommend it for those people. And if you've got other things that you'd like to see me try with this, if you've got more suggestions of things that I can do more creatively with this, if you've got an idea for that PCIe port, then I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Or if you just want to tell me that I'm being absolutely stupid and I've missed something obvious, and it's really easy to make this available on my network as an SMB share, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Thanks once again for Zimmer Blade for sending this out. It is a really cool little thing. I do love their little cassette design. I do love their whole ethos, and once again giving me a quote from an existentialist novel in the package will always go down well with someone like me.